It struck me the other day on my walk with Bear that we have made it through winter. Spring is just around the corner and everything is in bloom, and we've got much more daylight and warmth, and I am just so relieved that winter is behind us. I haven't had such a strong reaction to the change of season from winter to spring in a while, and it got me thinking about how I have kind of been through a winter in my personal life lately, and also feeling a sense of I've made it. Not that everything is the way it should be or the way I would like it to be, but I've been reflecting on a lot of things from the past and realizing that I've also made it through some really difficult times, and I am excited to see what the future holds, and I'm very thankful for all the many blessings that have become part of my life in the last few months. School is going really well, although I am so tired, I am so busy, but I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. I'm reading so many good stories and just loving being immersed in medieval literature and verse, and I can't wait to see where my studies end up going. So one thing I wanted to share with you today was a new project that I am really excited about. One of the deacons from my church has a farm, and he has cut down some trees recently and was so kind to give me a few pieces of it for artwork. I had originally thought I would do acrylic paint on these because obviously that's easier to do on wood, but I wanted to try Daniel Smith's watercolor ground and see if that would work because I don't know, I'm just really loving watercolor lately, and I wanted to try an experiment and see if I could do watercolor on these little oak woodcuts. It was surprisingly not that difficult to do. I was shocked at how similar the watercolor ground acted to watercolor paper, and it wasn't that difficult to kind of figure out how to adjust my technique to make it work for these little pieces. And I'm excited to make more of them and hopefully share a few of them with you in my shop. I don't have very much time for painting these days, but smaller little pieces like this are easily done in an afternoon, and it's a fun way of expressing a little creativity after a long week of school. For this particular scene, I used my travel palette because I had recently added some of my Shire watercolors because they're so bright and vivid for spring, and I wanted to create a little spring scene on this particular piece because I've just been so inspired by the landscape lately. Everything's coming alive, everything is so fresh, and there's so many flowers out right now too, which I love. I remember the first summer I had a digital camera, and I spent so many hours out in the front yard taking pictures of new flowers that appeared every week it seemed, or every day even. It was a house that we hadn't lived in very long, and whoever owned it before us did a lot of landscaping. But since we moved in the fall, we didn't get to see what there was in the garden for springtime until the following year. And so it was like a treasure hunt every day, going out with my camera and seeing what new treasure, new surprise had popped up. I've been thinking a lot about how similar that time of my life is to the present, because moving to Arkansas and starting a new life here was a very scary thing to do, but it has brought so many surprising joys, things that I never expected to have, and I'm truly loving my life here. It wasn't easy when I first started living here, and as you probably know if you've been around for a while, a year ago, almost to the day, I had a bit of an upsetting move from one apartment to the next. But it's been a year now, and I'm feeling very settled and very thankful for where I'm at. And I'm trying to really just embrace the present and embrace the gifts that I have to enjoy right now. I tend to worry about losing things like this. I tend to worry about losing things that I love, people that I love, and I'm trying not to let my mind go there and just really live to the fullest today and just be thankful for the unexpected joys that pop up in life and just treasure those moments. One thing I'm looking forward to this year is Easter. Easter is probably my favorite holiday on the church calendar, and I'm excited to be celebrating it with a church family that I love. And uh, I don't know, it's just such a time of joy for me, and it's a holiday that hasn't quite been commercialized as much as Christmas, and it feels a little bit easier to live in that moment and enjoy that liturgy in a way that is less distracted. I won't say undistracted because modern life is just full of distractions, but at least it's a little less distracted for me, and it's also coinciding with what seems to be a beautiful spring that is ahead for us. I know things have been quiet on my channel of late, and that's been purely because of school. I am just swamped with work, but I have not abandoned my channel, and I hope to make videos as I can and definitely keep creating artwork. I love it. It's one of my favorite ways to unwind after a hectic school week, but it is difficult to find time. A PhD requires so much more of myself than I ever thought it would, but I really am enjoying the work. It's just finding that balance between life and work. Wherever you are, I hope you have a lovely day or night, and I will see you next time. Bye.